when you were 5, 6 years old, was there ever a time when he said to somebody about hold his watch because he wanted to go after somebody who was beating up on
I
you?
held his watch during the Kyle Busch deal, so I mean, not when I was 5 or 6 years old, but I mean, he's the one that gave me the watch before that all went down.
So Austin Dillon's been coming to the Freak Nation many, many years. What's that?
Yes, it has
Yeah.
been a while.
And I remember the time when you won the Daytona 500, and you were, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I think you were actually going to the airport when you joined us on the radio show at the time. How things have changed since you won that 500, huh?
Yeah, it's been a couple years now, and I've got really cool glasses that I wear everywhere, and my kid is old enough to come to the racetrack, so he's out here with us. We spent the whole week in Phoenix just hanging out, came straight from Vegas, so it's been nice.
You talk about family, you talk about kids. I've got an 8-year-old, and I never thought I would go to a dude like Austin Dillon to get fatherly advice, or maybe you should come to me about some fatherly advice.
Well, I mean, we're the ones doing the interview with someone with a chicken on their head, so I don't know what great of advice we can give anyone right at the current moment.
Well, just to be free form, just to be out there and just let things flow would probably be the way to go.
Definitely, when you have a kid, you want them to be able to, express themselves in any way they want. So, we're expressing ourselves right now, I guess.
No, seriously, though, how hard is that on Whitney when they want to wear their own things and it just doesn't match whatsoever? And you're like, well, have at it. Enjoy.
Yeah. Ace doesn't want to wear much of anything, so, I mean, it's tough on Whitney just to get clothes on him. Hopefully down the road, he does want to put more clothes on, and that'll be nice. But he doesn't like changing diapers, and he doesn't like putting on clothes. So I mean, he's just kind of free, I guess, is the best way to put it. But Whitney does a really good job dressing him up. He has some sick outfits and some really nice shoes.
Oh, who has the better shoes, you or your son?
Well, he's got his mom 24/7 giving him the best swag. So I'm going to say my son.
It's not fair. You just kind of went to number 2 in the family. I mean, Ace is number 1.
I've been number 1 for a long time, so it's okay if I'm, number 2 for a little while. I'll get back on top eventually.
Well, kind of like this video, though, with these hats on. I've got incriminating pictures from back in the day that I don't want my daughter to ever see. I mean, nothing that's out of hand here, but just photos of my long hair and just tight shorts.
Look them up right now.
Do you have some old videos and pictures that you don't want your children to see?
Oh, I'm sure, but I don't care. They can see them. I think it's hilarious, I mean, got to live life, right? You got to have fun and enjoy it, and I want Ace to be able to enjoy the freedoms we have in this country, and, I definitely did.
Do you want Ace to follow in your footsteps and be a race car driver, or are you kind of hoping, hey, let's hope he has his own streak of passion?
I want to support him in whatever he wants to do, and for me, it's if he wants to race, we're going to give him all the support we can to race, and if he wants to golf, I'd love him to golf because I've got a golf simulator at the house right now, and he's been putting and stuff, so I would love to be a golf dad or a racing dad. I don't care. Whatever he wants to do, let's just go do it and be good at it.
Hold on, though. Neither one of those are cheap. As you know, racing's not cheap. Golf's not cheap either, though, so this is tough.
Golf is cheaper. Yeah, and you only have to pay one person, and that's yourself usually or your caddy. But, golf is much cheaper than this sport. But, we have ties here, so we'll be ready in case of any want. If he wants to go do whatever, we'll follow it and push ourselves to the best, to the limit.
We're going to show the video in this interview of you. I don't know what the hell you were doing with your wife and your moves, but we've been doing Speed Freaks for 20-plus years where there were Cup drivers, IndyCar drivers, NHRA drivers that wouldn't show that personality. And cats like yourself are breaking through going, like wearing these glasses and wearing these snappy hats. It's like that's who we are. We're not just the guy in the race car. Has it been uncomfortable or just like your way of doing things showing your lifestyle?
I've always been that way. I think the biggest thing is, you have a lot going on and you don't want to, step over the line with some of the things you do. But my wife and Meryl and Paul and I were always having a good time, and that just kind of came together where I saw Shaq. I love Shaq. I think my favorite interview of all time was with Shaq. You're a close second. But Shaq was probably my favorite podcast, and he's just a funny guy, and I love his Instagram videos, and he's always dancing and doing something. So I saw him do that dance, and I was like, hey, girls, let's do this. This is pretty cool. Because it was just us two, and Paul was at home working, doing pit stop practice, and Ace was chilling in the room asleep, so I was like, hey, let's put this together. And we put it together, and it looked pretty funny.
It looks really good. Yeah. So where would you draw the line? Dancing clearly is on the resume for social media. Where would you draw the line?
I mean, that right there. Dancing is probably as far as I go.
So you wouldn't have like any sort of a taste test thing and dip your hand in and eat something that you don't know what it is?
Yeah, no, I'm kind of particular about what goes in my mouth too. But yeah, so dancing is probably as wild as I get. I don't know what else I'd put on Instagram or social media in general. I don't stay on social media much anymore. I don't even get on Twitter very often or anything. So I just kind of chill.
Hey, Freak Nation, our buds at General Tire want to give you $70 back on a Visa prepaid card. How do you get it? Well, you buy 4 qualifying passenger tires from General Tire, up to $70 back. We're not talking these high performance bad boys you see in the ARCA series. Passenger tires. You follow me? For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. GeneralTire.com. General Tire delivers for whatever you do. And of course, the official tire of the Freak Nation.
Why do you think that is? Because sponsors like it because they like to see your personality side. It helps them sell their products. But do you think there was just too much of a negative bend that went on there for a while?
Yeah, I think in general social media is like ruining this country personally. So I don't know. I like showing fun things. That's why I like Instagram, like pictures and videos. But, comments are unneeded from anyone because I really don't care what anybody thinks, and it is what it is, you know what I mean? If you want to enjoy and laugh at what we do, that's great. Like, that's fun, and you get to like it. But past that, the comments are just, I don't know. And then people just live on their phones. So, I mean, I'm one of those people. If there's something content to look at, you just go down a dark hole of everything that's going on. If you stay on it too long, the screen time shoots up, and you're just missing life in general. So, I don't know. I hate it for my little man because I feel like it's gonna be around. It isn't going anywhere. But you gotta have some boundaries on your time spent and how you spend it. Yeah.
But you change it. You, for him and for everybody else, change it. Just make it fun again. Don't respond to people, but just put the dances up. Put the fun things up. Change a diaper on freaking Twitter. I mean, that stuff is fun and that stuff is real life.
Yeah, it is real life. Dirty diapers suck, but eventually we'll get the potty trained, I think.
Yes. Hey, how long would Richard last on Twitter? I say over under would be 30 seconds.
Yeah, he actually had a Twitter and he still has one, but I think he even has a Instagram that he looks at. So it's So he's not, he just follows who he wants to follow and does his own thing.
He's a lurker.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that's, love him or hate him, that's Richard. Richard does his thing, whether it's controversial or not. He just does his own thing, and that's what social media has done. It's kind of neutered some of us.
Yeah, for sure it has. But in him, he does his own thing, like you're saying. That's why he's a hero. If he believes in it, he's going to go with it, and he's going to push for it, and that's what's cool about him. Just like his stuff that he did in Ukraine and all that. I mean, that's just the person he is.
When you were 5, 6 years old, was there ever a time when he said to somebody about hold his watch because he wanted to go after somebody that was beating up on you?
He held his watch during the Kyle Busch deal. So, I mean, not when I was 5 or 6 years old, but, I mean, he's the one that gave me the watch before that all went down. Yeah. It's just who he is.
That's how we end it right there.
What are you gonna have Ace hold in the future?
I don't wear a watch, so, I mean, maybe my phone. Here, hold my phone, so that'd be about it.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for a professional detailer shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Hey, I'm Kyle Busch. The biggest racing weekend ever at Worldwide Technology Raceway, June 3rd through the 5th. And the Toyota 200 on Saturday, and it all wraps up on Sunday with the Enjoy Illinois 300. Get your tickets now. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Illinois South Tourism.